It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Some of you might have seen my Perlenbacher 0% alcohol-free lager review from, what day was it? Tuesday morning, with the beef and Wellington and ale crisps from Lidl. It was 50p for the bottle, and I promised that I would come back with a video comparing Aldi's alcohol-free beer with Lidl's. Well, I went to Aldi yesterday, and it turns out they had two non-alcoholic beers. They had their Rybacka Pilsner, which is the one I went for, but they also had this, a Sainte Etienne 0%. And I think they produced this because, of course, this is their, if you like, their clone of Stella Artois. And Stella Artois do indeed have their own 0% lager. So I think this is a clone of Stella's 0% lager. So we picked it up. It was £1.09. So not one, not two, but three non-alcoholic beers today. Let's get them out into a glass and see what we get. I was really impressed by the Perlenbacher, fair play. It was really good. So we're going to start with this one. A little bit of smoke on the bottle opening. Beer in the glass. And why I was impressed, because it was skunky. And the skunkiness managed to kind of offer up some beer taste. Not ideal beer taste, but at least kind of resembling what some beers might taste like, especially in a green glass bottle, which of course this is. So they were £2, the Perlenbacher was £2.99 for 6 bottles. That works out at 50p each. This was also the Rheinbacher Pilsner from Aldi, was also 50p a bottle because you had to buy 6, and they were £2.99. This is in a brown glass bottle. Now, brown glass bottles manage to push away that skunkiness. It stops the skunkiness. So I'm wondering if this might actually be a disadvantage to Aldi's non-alcoholic beer. But interestingly enough, the Sainte Etienne is in a green glass bottle. So maybe it swings back in the direction of the Sainte Etienne today. I hope I'm making sense to people. I hope. So skunkiness is when the hops are affected by UV light, either from a supermarket shop light or the sun. It gets affected. Instead of the hops being nice and fruity, they become very kind of skunky and nasty. Perlenbacher. Yeah, there's a little skunk there, a little bit of skunk. And nothing with the Rheinbacher from Aldi. It's going to be interesting. But of course, let's pour the Sainte Etienne. This has got a widget in the bottom of the glass, etching, so I'm going to pour this a little careful. It aggravates the carbonation. It wants to create a lot of carbonation. For you newbies out there, yeah, there's a touch of skunk in here, and it just helps it along the way. It really does. It brings that kind of familiar aroma of, say, a Heineken or a Carlsberg from a green glass bottle. You can definitely identify that flavour. So I'll be quick with the Perlenbacher 0% beer because you've probably all seen this before. It's quite a decent non-alcoholic beer. I could, weirdly enough, if this was in a pub, I would choose this over Coca-Cola or a cup of tea or an orange juice. I'd actually pay for this. It's not too bad. Drink bucket loads of it and not have any effect. It weirdly is passable. As a non-alcoholic lager, it's very passable. Sweet, malty, grainy, good drinkability, nice carbonation, and in a weird sense, a nice skunky finish. Takes away, because the problem I have with non-alcoholic beer is that I find them too sweet. They're just sweet, sweet, sweet. There's nothing else really going for them. At least with this little bit of skunkiness in this Perlenbacher, it's kind of, as I mentioned earlier, it's offering up some kind of familiarity with it when it comes to green glass bottled beer. Let's try the Rheinbacher then. Ah, this is not as good. This is not as good. Oh, it's something quite strange about this, actually. Well, considering these two companies compete like mad, don't they? Lidl and Aldi. You'd think that Aldi would make a better effort with their non-alcoholic beer offering. It's hard to describe this. It's a bit like carbonated water with a little bit of sweetness in there, but like saccharins, like artificial sweeteners maybe in here. And the finish on the beer is not very nice either. I think if it was a bit skunkier, if it was skunky beer, it might be a bit better. Let's have a look at the ingredients in here then. Oh, what a surprise. Oh no, there is, my mistake. Water, barley malt, hop extract, citric acid flavouring. That's what it is. That's what it is. Citric acid flavouring. Why have they done that? Yeah. Oh. And then Lidl's is water, barley malt, flavourings, hop extract. Oh, and it does have citric acid too, but you don't really taste it in the Perlenbacher. Okay, so let's get where we are now. I quite like the Lidl's Perlenbacher. I'm not a fan of Aldi's Rheinbacher Pilsner. Let's try the Sainte Etienne from Aldi. Good head retention, good carbonation, golden in colour. Looks like a beer, doesn't it? A little bit malty in the aroma. Let's dive in. This is a little better. A little better. It's a little softer. The water seems a little softer. Carbonation pushing the alcohol-free beer around the inside of the mouth. It's a little less harsh, it's a little less aggressive. It's not skunky though. Kind of wish this was a bit skunky, just to kind of, this has probably got some citric acid in it as well. I wonder why they do that. Let's have a look. Yeah, citric acid, water, barley, malt, hop extract, flavouring is citric acid. Why do they do that? So I'm going to rate all three now. Perlenbacher, I give it an 8 out of 10. Aldi Rheinbacher Pilsner 0%, 5 out of 10. Sainte Etienne 0%, 6 out of 10. I hope you liked the video. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beard and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.